what happened at the war veterans meetings, as we are seeing an escalation to this power struggle, power fight in Zimbabwe. What did happen? We did a video late this afternoon. Now we continue to talk about what happened there, and also what happens next, as we are seeing yes, a Zimbabwe Liberation War hero who is also now becoming a superhero. This man is calm and gentle and respectable. So we will watch one video where we see an incident where we see
it's not right. It's not right.
Where we see the engagement between the war veterans and the war and this youth network group. And we take note about how the war veterans handle themselves. They're calm. They are respectable people who don't shout on people, but tell them meaningless things. Like these guys, they have respect, they have integrity, they have dignity. I give them that. So we need to watch it with that in mind.
You are becoming a state. We are very peace-loving people. We've even made a formal link to the Commissioner General. Here's our letter. We can show you. So let's cooperate. Unless you are trying to provoke the people.
Let's cooperate unless you're trying to provoke. Cooperate means, it doesn't mean let's work together. Cooperate, like we can use the word co in coexist. It means exist and we exist. We are building your lives. We are building our lives. You don't own people. You don't tell people how to live their lives. You don't own governance. You don't own democracy. No. The only thing that you own is yourselves. So let us try to cooperate. One thing I like about Matibela is that Jesus Christ us. One thing I like about Matibela is an enlightened person who knows, who has comprehension, who understands the reality of reality. And it would be highly likely to be so because he did a fight in the liberation war struggle.
What is your mission here?
We are not here to provoke anyone, but you are here to conduct our mission.
Your mission?
I'm sure you have got your own business that you want to do. We also have our own business.
But you can't do it here. We are in this place. So you
also.
But you can't do it, yes, that full speaking. Who do you think you are? Watch this one, Ane Zudo. The body language is disrespectful. People think respect is there to benefit other people. They don't know that respect is there to benefit iwewe. Urukuita respect iwewe. Ndiyo unengori munane integrity. You become a person of character. Respect. Handling yourself is respect. It's for your own benefit, not for nobody else's benefit. And these guys are so naive. Jesus.
No, but the leaders get situated about China Saha Bempi. But Man, but keep quiet. Don't be emotional. Don't be emotional. No, Matuela, please, let's cool. This is Zimbabwe. This is our country. We shed our blood for this country. For you guys to be here today.
And we are the beneficiaries.
Wait, Matuela.
We are the beneficiaries. I hope.
No problem. Try somewhere else.
Zani, asibuyanga lapho uzodosana amasele asibuyanga lapho ukuthi sizohluphana no you were seated here. We saw you outside. I know you guys. No one is quite a secret here. We know that you are staying out.
We are the members saying, to say, right?
No. These guys are violence.
Yeah. Now, this is happening in the heart of Zimbabwe, where the echoes of liberation once rang bold and free. We see a storm brewing today. The sun dips low, casting long shadows over a nation teetering on the edge of chaos. Today, the war veterans, heroes of a war fought decades ago, rise again. Their voices, hoarse with years of neglect, thunder through the streets. They demand the head of Emmerson Mnangagwa, a man they once crowned in the fires of a 2017 coup. But this time, the stakes are higher, the betrayal even deeper. Enter Constantino Chiwenga, the general who turned vice president. Once the iron fist that toppled Robert Gabriel Mugabe. He would forge the path to power for Emmerson Mnangagwa. Together, they promised a new dawn. But the promises crumbled like dry earth, and now the rift between them splits the nation. This morning in Bulawayo, the Zimbabwe National Liberation War Veterans Association dared to speak. A press conference disrupted. Andreas Ethan Matibela, their leader, silenced by the police boots and a gang of youths called Youth Connect. Pastor Magwizi, a zebra voice, dragged away in chains by the police, and all eyes turned to Zimbabwe Vice President Constantino Chiwenga. On X.com, the pulse of Zimbabwe beats wild. Is Chiwenga the savior, the veteran's sake, a lion of the liberation ready to roar once more, or a shadow of his former self, bound by loyalty to a regime he helped build? The people whisper, he holds the military's heart, the sympathy of the downtrodden, but will he wield it? Across the city, Mnangagwa's grip is tightening. Warrants fly. Blessed Geza, a veteran firebrand, hides in the shadows. Thursday looms, a day of reckoning, when war veterans and their allies, students, doctors, vendors, plan to march. The air crackles with fear and fury. Will Chiwenga stand with his brothers in arms, or watch them fall? Now we are seeing the clock. As the clock ticks towards midnight, Zimbabwe holds its breath. A general's ambition, a president's defiance, a people's despair, all collide in the crucible of power. Chiwenga, the man who once broke a tyrant, now stands at the crossroads. Will he rise to rewrite history, or fades into ashes? In Harare, in Bulawayo, in every corner of this land, the shadows of valor move as the world is watching. Ladies and gentlemen, will we see freedom in Zimbabwe? What happens next in the nation of Zimbabwe? We can only pray about it as we wait for time. It doesn't mean we fold our arms. Kunamata kusina mabasa kwa kafa. Faith without works is dead. That is a direct quotation from the Bible there. As the ZANU-PF are planning their own gang in their own state of ZANU-PF, we should all be children of God in the state of the kingdom of heaven. And follow the greatest commandment. Jesus would leave us with only one commandment. Love one another. I will leave you this one commandment. Love one another. In that one commandment, all the 12 commandments are encapsulated in that. Jesus said, I did not come to abolish the law, but I came to fulfill the law. Now, some people think they own this country. They can bar people from their habitats. Monkeys in the wild have their habitats. Lions, they have their habitats. Ants have their own habitats. Created by God when he created this ecosystem on this earth. Now we see a human being trying to take the crown of Lucifer and think this land that is created by our Father can be their own private property. It can never be. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but we wrestle against principalities, bad ideas. We wrestle against evil beliefs. Mifungo yewanu yakadakwa. Those are the demons which the Bible talks about. With that, H. Socrates says progress is stabilizing the currency in Madofem. What you're saying, there's a lot of progresses. We have no zero progress. You've just listed one progress there, which is a basic. There is water. There is electricity. There is food. Freedom to be able to move and vent wherever you want to be venting. Take some town. Compete. Makamba national punga compete. They should be competitive. Gibson Glovo says Asibuyanga Ukuzo Donsana Amasende. Philip Butao says Mshukuru Munyika Yedo, indeed this is our country. Big up Doka, big up there. Philip Butao. Confidence Mukusha Chitambas Chiwakani Nyama. Famous Musonza Asangara, blessed H.C. Tole. Expert Carpenter says Mawoves Amisqua live Yanga Wachita. Confidence Mukusha. Tawanda Tapesi. Satwex Communication. Gibson Dlofu. Doubt Mushe Maushe. Mambo Call, Mkoma Ino, everybody who was watching us live. Thank you guys for watching TV7 Live. With that, I sign out. Dr. Clarence, TV7 Live, broadcasting from the nation of Zimbabwe, Africa. Be a blessing. May the Spirit of God lead you. May God bless you. Thank you once again.